Chuck.
I'm also Chuck.
And this is...
Two
Chucks!
Okay, so our theme for today is going to simply be us. So you guys can get to know us, and maybe we can get to know you guys.
Open combo.
In the comment.
Comment below about who you are. Where do you live?
Let us know.
Your address.
Your social security number.
Credit numbers. All those stuff. Yes.
Okay, so first we're going to start with one of our favorite segments, which is
Oopsie of the Week.
And if you didn't understand what we just said, it's Oopsie of the Week.
It's like when you get caught with your pants down, metaphorically, like, said the wrong thing, foot in the mouth.
Yeah, either like socially or mostly just socially.
Yeah, because I mean, it's relatable. Feels real.
What's your Oopsie of the Week, Chuck?
Oh. I should have come up with one before we started.
I know, me too. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I think my whole week has been pretty much a big oopsie.
Oh, one big oopsie after
one
the other?
One big oopsie, truly.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh. So for my job, I was giving out bubbles in the park yesterday. I work for like a babysitting company, and we were trying to like get more people. So I was kind of like a creep by myself in the park, just like only talking to families with kids, like, can I interest you in free bubbles?
Giving away free bubbles.
Yeah, but I had like about 100 of these tiny little bubbles with the stickers on them, and those are heavier than you think it's gonna be, so I brought like a suitcase to the park.
Oh, full of bubbles. Full of bubbles,
and I'm wearing like an oversized jacket, and I'm like digging through this suitcase, and I'm pretty sure people thought I was like a creep. A creep. They thought I was a creep, because I'm just staying there like...
This is a PG-13 podcast, by the way,
I was trying to, like, I was like, is crackhead bad to say?
Crackhead? We love crackheads. Crackheads?
I have some, like, love for them.
I do have some love for them.
I just wish the best.
We'll cut this part out.
No. Authentic. Yeah, but I feel like people might have thought I was, like, a person experiencing homelessness.
As your old boss once said.
Yeah, my old boss used to say that. I was like, is that the PC way to say it? I don't know.
Who knows? I appreciate him for saying that.
I do too. Though. He was like,
very
person
sweet.
First language.
I appreciate it.
I'm here for that. But yeah, I don't know if that's really an oopsie. It's more just like I gave off an oopsie energy.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Ooh. There were some oopsies this week.
I feel like it's hard because some things, like, if an oopsie involves, like,
other people I feel
like,
bad. I can't say it.
I don't want them to, like,
listen
to it back.
I can't say it. Oh, I will say one of my oopsies from the other week that we did talk about, actually. It's whenever you introduce yourself to someone multiple times. Like, so many different times. And I always feel so fucking bad. Excuse me. So bad.
That's your one.
So bad whenever I do that.
Yeah. You feel mean. You're like, I'm the jerk.
I do feel so mean.
I'm the jerk.
And also everybody at whom I was with was like, oh no, like, you know them. Like, you've actually, like, introduced yourself multiple times to them. And I was like, oh good, so everyone knows. So obviously they knew too.
Oh my god.
So.
We never said our real names.
Oh. I'm Eden. Oh, yeah. Pronouns are they, them.
I'm Carly, she, her.
Work, queen.
But Chuck.
Chuck.
We're
Chuck. And so are you.
Everybody's Chuck.
Everyone is Chuck, to be honest with you.
Little Chucksters.
Little Chucksters are...
If anybody's listening,
You're a little Chuckster. I was talking into the mics. You're a little Chuckster.
Oh, the other, like, intro getting to know you thing that we have as an option is also, like, your void.
Oh, your call to the void.
Yes, I should have done it with you.
Oh, call to the void. Truly.
It's just like, you know what the call of the void is. You're driving and your brain's like, drive off the road.
Absolutely.
Like, did you experience that this week? He said the void was
guys, my whole week was a void and my whole week was an oopsie, and honestly, I can't say anything about either of them. My call to the void, honestly, was getting ready for this fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
We'll bleep it.
No, you don't really have to.
No, we should.
I'll be G-rated and you can be R-rated, and it will just, like, balance out.
I am R-rated.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, fully was getting ready for this podcast.
Oh, I noticed that.
I was having a moment.
Yeah, I was like,
sorry. I was having a moment.
Stop looking at the mirror.
I'm sorry, I was having
You
a
look
moment.
great. It's not. Hot girls aren't pretty.
I just
no funny.
You're hot. You're not pretty.
It's different.
You're not even pretty at all.
You're not pretty. Not even a little bit.
Oh,
what?
I have a void.
You have a void?
Okay, so my void actually, because I know that these people will literally never watch this podcast ever. Or if they do, they won't get this far into it. We've been like talking for like 3 minutes. They won't get this far.
That was it.
No, my call to the void, honestly, is there's a person. Oh, I love not being able to say people's names. Okay, there's a person who is a male, and he just like loves women, but in like a not
nasty way.
In a nasty way, thank you.
It's nasty.
I was like, not nice, but it's nice if you like nasty. But
I'm dying. I want to know who this is.
We'll bleep it. It's
no, just do this. I knew it.
Anyways, he loves women in a nasty way, and he recently has been calling women like gorgeous and beautiful.
To their face?
No.
Oh, okay.
To us, which is worse. Because
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, no. He'll be like, oh, like, she's, like, beautiful. And I'm like, that's not how you talk. Why are you talking like that? So.
It's kind of nice.
I have a theory, though.
Oh.
This is one of my friends. And I told my partner this. And I was like, okay, I feel like he's going soft is my point. And so by January 1st, I believe that he is going to start pursuing someone.
Like, seriously?
Yeah. And also, for reference, I can't talk about this. Oh my god. Okay.
Leave it.
No, I'm leaving it there. Okay. Chuck, what was your call to the void this week?
How was that a call to the void?
Because it actually made me want to jump off a cliff when I heard someone who, like, normally sexualizes women to the nth degree be like, wow, they're beautiful, and it actually makes me want to, like, vom.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
That's my call to the void. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. It's like whatever, like,
whatever your void is.
Whatever your void is. So, my call to the void recently, I've been feeling violent towards my fiance.
Okay, word.
Today I stood over him and I air punched him repeatedly.
Oh,
I'm not angry at him.
I always feel
we
violent.
we don't fight. Like we have great
being
communication, but sometimes I don't know what it is. I was like, I'm not feeling ill will towards you, but I do.
But you're like, but I do want to hit you.
I would love to punch you in the tummy until you vomit everywhere.
That's how I feel all the time. Like mostly about that's like I feel like my cuteness aggression issues. So.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, you just look so sweet, I want to punch you in the face.
Yeah, like, filled with so much emotion. Truly. Okay.
It's time to talk about our childhood.
Oh, God. It is time to talk about our childhood. We're going to talk about how, how do people say it? I'm from Oklahoma by way of Texas. No. How do people say that?
Born Oklahoma, raised Texas.
Oh, I'm from Texas by way of Oklahoma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I learned that
That
recently.
makes sense. I'm from Texas by way of Texas.
Work, queen, work. By way of El Paso.
El Paso.
We are both, we met in Dallas, Texas. I'm originally from Oklahoma. I moved to Texas when I was 16. Chuck and I met, how old were you when we met? Oh, this is actually more fun than talking about childhood.
It says, I was 19.
I don't have earrings in.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
We're just gonna go with it. That's really embarrassing.
You're going like all natural.
I'm going natch. Yeah, with my 10 pounds of makeup on.
You said natural look.
Natural. Okay.
Okay. I was 19 when we met.
I was 21.
We were little babies.
We were little babies. Comparatively, oh my god, Chuck, I'm 24.
Oh,
Did I really meet you when I was 21? Or was
you
I 22?
had just turned 21 because I celebrated your 22nd birthday with you. You were like freshly.
Wait, how old are you? Wait, you're so old now. Chuck, how long have we known each other now officially? Like 3 years?
I guess if I was 19, 3 years.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly decent.
It is fairly decent.
It feels like longer.
I was gonna
than 3
say,
years.
comparatively, like, I feel like everybody's,
We've
like...
lived a lifetime together.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like everybody's besties are always like, oh, like, I've known this person for, like, 10 years, or I've known this person for, like, 20 years. Like, I, like, grew up with them, whatever.
But it's weird, and I feel like we're, like, more soul-bonded than any other bestie.
Oh my god, any bestie than I've ever had, which,
we
fuck
have
all of those besties.
We have a trauma bond.
We do have a trauma bond, because we've been to not one, but 2 different schools together.
Something about going to college together is, like...
Yeah, it really, really wraps you up.
Okay.
I feel like people get that.
Yeah. Well, then, okay, we moved to New York together, which was, like...
Crazy.
That's like the ultimate trauma
That
bond.
truly was.
Is living
having your first New York apartment with your best friend.
And you have a mouse.
And you have a mouse.
Remy. That's a great story.
It is a good story.
We were, like, sitting there watching TV. We always did. And we would buy these vegan chicken patties.
Oh, Morningstar? Sponsor me, babe.
Sponsored by Morningstar.
Love that.
We would buy their vegan chicken patties, and we'd spice them up with a little cayenne,
Oh,
onion powder, salt, pepper, all that. And then you'd, like, pop it in the oven, and we'd do, like, quesadillas. I remember this specifically because it was a quesadilla pan.
Literally on the stove.
On the stove. And we, like, hear something, and we're, like, watching TV in the living room. It's, like, when I say living room, it's, like,
it's literally a box. So, but that's the scary part of hearing something and not knowing what it is, because you can see the entire room when you're sitting in it.
So, like, we look over, and this guy's just chilling in our pan.
He just walks across the little oven, and it was actually terrifying.
We stood up on the couch.
We stood up on the couch and freaked out.
That's a trauma bond.
That was a trauma bond, but then we kind of became friends with him. We kind of liked him. We joked about him cooking us meals to make us, like, feel better about it, because I was truly scared.
Yeah, and, well, then he disappeared for a bit, and I saw him run. I was working at Starbucks at the coffee shop. I don't know if I can say it.
I don't know.
I don't work there anymore, so I don't have like, any kind
fine.
of agreements. But I was working at Starbucks, so I would like get up really early, and I would see him like scurry across.
No, he would scurry.
Yeah,
that's one thing he would do. He would scurry.
Because he was shy.
Well, it was also in the winter time.
Yeah.
So he just needed a home. So honestly, we could give him one. And then whenever we were moving out, I found out that he was living underneath my bed in my suitcases, which was a fun moment for me. Actually, your fiance helped me get all of the mouse shit out of the suitcases. Love him for that.
You love him?
Yeah, I love him for that. I do, truly. Okay. Don't you love my partner for taking you to school? I actually do miss our school drives with.
I miss our
Johnny.
school subway rides. Those were fun too.
Name.
Yeah, we can say their names. Johnny and Xander.
Zandy. Zandman.
Xander Pander. So cute.
But yeah, no, I actually do miss those car rides. They were pretty iconic.
They were nice.
Annoying him with musical theater music.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Can we not?"
He'd be like, "Nothing with bass. It's 7 in the morning." We were like, "No, we gotta practice."
We said, "Yeah, we're in the mood." And then he'd be like, "Okay, only if we can listen to this song." And I'll stand there.
One thing about I feel like just like men in general that like maybe don't have like a love of musical theater, but like they like it. I feel like they love Wicked
or Les Mis. Xander loves
Les Mis. I agree. My last partner loved Les Mis. Like literally knew like the songs better than I did.
It's because it's a movie too.
It's the movie. I feel like a lot. Obviously, Hugh.
Zandy also really likes Jesus Christ Superstar. He had the VHS
so good. Yes.
As a kid.
Yes,
so I feel like that's like I get it.
Ooh, since we're talking about childhood, so we also went to school for musical theater. And speaking of trauma bond,
hello.
But what was your first musical you ever saw? Not like in person, like via television.
Oh, this is good.
Sound of Music. Let me guess.
No. Guess again.
Mary Poppins.
You're like kind of.
I feel like those are like pretty quaint.
It's like
little...
older.
I remember. Is it Singing in the Rain?
No.
Oh, it's the one where she's like, I got the accent.
No, it's The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's like classique. I always forget that movie is a musical.
I watched The Wizard of Oz every single day for like 2 years. From like, my grandmother used to watch me while my mom worked.
Oh, that's iconic.
And it was like, she even talks about it now. She's like, you watched The Wizard of Oz every day.
I kind of love that for you.
I was like, and I loved it. And then I did move on to The Sound of Music.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's The Sound of Music. What's the Rain one?
Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain or My Fair Lady. That people, like, that's their, like, first. I guess,
what was
like,
your first?
Excuse me, people
your
our age.
First.
My first. What's your first? I literally keep burping into the mic. I'm so sorry.
All over the place. Little burpy guy.
Well, mine were also VHSs. Mm-hmm. VHSs? VHSs.
VHS.
Yes. I think the first one was probably Godspell. Because of my family. My family, I grew up very Christian, Southern Baptist, from Oklahoma and Texas. Very Southern Baptist.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then I saw, I think it was Cats, and those just for like the rest of my childhood.
Just alternated.
Yes.
Every
intermittently.
Other day.
Well, and then sometimes I'd get like on a real kick of one, and then just watch that one every day. Or watch, the other one.
What was your first show as a kid that you were like, I want to be in this?
Oh, Cats.
Cats?
Cats.
Oh, that clocks. You still want to be in Cats.
Oh, I've also been in Cats 2 times and will probably be in it, like, at least 8 more.
I picture you when you're, like, a little old lady, like, being... Oh, what's her name?
Grizz.
No, like, bum...
Comment down below if you know what I'm about to say.
Comment down below.
Gumby Cat.
Yeah.
Gumby Cat, because that bitch taps, and that bitch loves to tap.
Yes, and I think you're gonna love to tap when you're old.
Oh, I love it. I simply want to be, like, that old tap teacher that's like, this is how we did it in my day.
And you're sitting in a chair.
And I'm sitting in a chair, and I have the tap shoes on my feet, or on my hands, and I'm like, this is how we did it back then.
He said, and you don't put on the shoes till you're ready.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. What? Talks or not?
Talks or not?
Talks or not.
Okay, so here's
we said talks/rocks.
Oh.
I like Knox.
I like Knox, too.
It's like, is that toxic or not?
Yeah. This is our next segment called Talks or Knocks. Okay, so...
Oh.
What do you have
that
could be slightly talks?
Nothing.
Let's think about something that is genuinely just talks.
Is it like our own hot takes, or it's just like something in general?
I feel like it's probably... Oh, I have one, and I'm very passionate about this. Let's hear it. Or knocks. People, well, I have 2.
Okay, start with one.
Okay, one is... I actually forgot it, so we'll go with 2 for now. It's people being canceled.
Oh, yeah, cancel culture is toxic.
Just saying.
I feel like on the
Not me getting canceled on my first podcast.
I'm nervous to like say that on the first podcast.
We don't have to talk about anything, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't like it. Because do you know who said it? Okay, do you know who Matt Rife is? Sexy little comedian. He's like the really hot one who's like kind of new.
I feel like I've been really into Facebook videos.
Oh,
Reels.
He's definitely on Facebook.
Yeah, he's all over.
Definitely on the Reels.
I've seen him.
Okay, but anyway, he's like so hot. Like, if you know who Matt Rife is, if you don't, look him up. But he's so hot.
I think he teeters on the offensive too.
No, and that's my point. So
he doesn't.
No, he does.
Oh.
But he's a comedian. He's also a man. So in that space, I feel like they get a lot more leeway.
They do.
Historically as well. But he said that he doesn't like cancel culture. And honestly, anything that Matt Rife says, I agree with. Don't quote me on that.
That's bold statements.
Don't quote me on that. Cut it out.
I just think this is like my like vibes on it. It's like
I agree, but I have the same vibes.
There's also a disproportionate amount of like on YouTube. The men get canceled for a day.
Oh, absolutely.
Women get canceled and they never come back.
Absolutely. Let's talk about a few, and we don't have opinions on any of these.
But it's just like...
But let's talk about a few men that have been canceled hard. Like, these are people that have been canceled.
Shane Dawson.
Shane Flibbing Dawson.
What's his name?
James Charles.
They came right back. And honestly, better than ever and hot off the fucking presses. Even Chris Brown, who is like...
Chris Brown?
An abuser.
No, yeah.
He still makes music and is popular.
I also think this is like a talks or knocks take on being canceled. But... I think that there is such a big difference, and should be, and I think that we should maybe fucking figure out a different name for the difference of these, but there's like a huge difference in someone being like canceled socially and someone literally needing to be arrested.
Yeah.
And I think that we now as a society, at least on like social media and like YouTube and whatever, think that they're the same thing. And that is insane to me.
Yeah, well, and like it's crazy. like, James Charles was, I'm pretty sure his, like...
He was accused of doing some stuff. I literally know, like, nothing, so I can't say...
something with minors,
I cannot
so
educate.
It's like,
but, no, and that's my point. Like, if there is a law being broken, that person's not canceled. That person needs to go to jail.
yes.
Like, not as a society, we're not like, oh my god, like, they're so crazy, like, never gonna watch their videos again. No, they shouldn't be on the internet because they're in jail.
Arrest them.
But that's my point with Chris Brown. And he's back. Like, he's like,
I don't think he even went to jail.
Oh, I think he did.
Oh, he
did he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell us.
But I feel like, that's not even, like, a cool crime, like robbery.
No, I agree.
It's just, like, it's mean.
Tell me why you were like, that's not, like, a cool crime, like, robbery, and I was gonna be like, yeah, or murder. But I'm just saying it's, like...
No, not murder.
Not murder.
You should not be able to come back from O.J. Simpson.
I've just been watching Pretty Little Liars recently, so I'm like, I love spooky stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like...
I just think it should be different, is my point.
Like, Colleen, gone. Jenna Marbles didn't even get canceled.
I was gonna say.
She left.
She
out of
left
fear.
because she was like, I might get canceled. Which is like, is that really how we want, like, to create the space on the internet?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're coming out with hot takes. I don't know if this is gonna be good.
Canceled first episode. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of feelings.
What's your CHUCKS or knocks?
I was like, as you were talking, I was thinking of one, and then I got hungry.
Right? That's my point. I'm also hungry.
We should have a snack after this.
Hungry, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. CHUCKS or knocks?
I'm trying to think of my other one, but I do think that we need to. Okay, I also have another one that's maybe slightly.
You're like, what's my hot
full
take?
Of them. I'm full of them. Well, the issue to me is that, and I'm not a woman, so I like don't know. I can't.
I'll speak on it.
Confirm this.
I
Please
can speak
do.
on issues for all women. I speak on behalf.
You said every woman.
Every woman.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this song? Every woman.
I am every woman.
That is you. That's so you.
God, I feel it.
So I think that because I was listening to Matt Rife and Tana Mojo on the Canceled podcast.
I think
actually.
Tana did get canceled too. No? Because of TanaCon.
I feel like she's always yes.
But
yes,
I think that's just kind of her
true.
air. She has an air about her where she's like, cancel me.
Well, and same with
Bruce.
Why can't I know her name?
Trisha.
Trish. I love Trish.
I just watched a video of Trisha the other day.
I did too.
She did a drive-through where she like ordered the person in front of her. And I wish I worked, like, she was like, oh, they know me at the Starbucks. Imagine working at a Starbucks where Trisha's
I
your
would
regular.
literally love for Trisha to pull up to the window. Oh my god, I would give her anything she wanted.
I'd be like, you want my free markout?
Yeah, no, literally.
For real.
But my issue, I think, I don't understand it. But,
Did you hear my tummy?
Comedian-wise, I think that YouTubies are comedians in their own right.
Yeah.
I think that they are social comedians and
social comedians.
Yeah.
Coin that term.
People make jokes, people whatever, and they're also themselves. I think that comedians do the exact same thing. They're just slightly being filmed, less, or they're, on a stage, whatever. It's like a quicker moment. But now, obviously, all the specials are coming out, and people are filming at shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
But everybody that I was hearing, this hot take, everyone says that men can literally say whatever they want, comedian-wise. Like, it's like in a comedy space of, like, we are literally joking.
Yeah.
We're joking. And then whenever, like, and I think that it maybe is not men versus women, but, like, comedians versus YouTubers, I think, in what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I'm putting a pen in something, because I have a thought on this.
Because I don't know what the difference is of a comedian and a YouTuber, and I don't know why they're being held to different standards. Pin out.
Okay, my thought is that comedians, it's like they bring it's just like with celebrities, like you don't get to see their interpersonal life.
Right.
But something about YouTubers, it's a lot more personal because it's just them filming it.
Hate it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like it's hard to. Also, like even just now, like us just talking, it's just us in the room.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could say whatever.
Totally.
But then like this goes out and millions of people can dissect it if they want.
Absolutely.
So I think that that's what it is like it's slightly more personal.
I agree. I think it's maybe less. But again, I was gonna say I think it's maybe less your brand when you're YouTubing, and, like, YouTubing, I just made up a verb.
YouTubing.
And I think it's different whenever you, but, I have so many thoughts, because they're the same, it's the same shit.
I like how this turned into just, like,
I'm kind of just pissed.
Cultural taste. That's fine.
No, but obviously whenever you're filming a YouTube video, you can edit it.
Yeah.
But it's the same with comedians. Whenever they're writing down bits and stuff, they can edit that as well. Like, and be like, oh, I actually won't say that. You know, or if someone cuts something out of a video, like, oh, I'm actually, no, I don't want people to hear that. So I don't really know the difference, like, literally at all.
Yeah, I just think, like, you're letting people into your life a little bit more on YouTube because you're in your house.
I agree.
I don't know. It's just a little different. I feel like I had a toxic.
A tox.
It's gone again.
Oh, God.
It's, like, something about family because I feel like we've gone off the rails.
Family.
I was gonna say Tox or Nox. But I knew that that's a sore spot.
Woo!
It's a sore spot.
Maybe we'll get into that in another episode.
I guess, sorry, like, my mind is going everywhere because I went to Xander's, like, great uncle's funeral. So I'm, like, very in the mind of family because there was so many like, extended family members there.
Whenever I recently went to, not us getting into funerals on the pod, like, immediately.
Right. Cancel culture, funerals.
That's what you get here at
CHUCKS. We're just talking.
We're just talking, shooting the stuff. You like that?
I like shooting the stuff.
Shooting the stuff.
It's a little PG.
So we both actually recently have been to our partner's somewhat extended family's funeral, and I would like to talk to you about that now because I haven't heard about that.
And I just went on Saturday.
What was like your vibe? Was it like good vibes? Was it like just awkward? I haven't been to a funeral as an adult until then. I was
never
like,
been to a funeral.
What?
Nobody in my family has died. Oh, I went to, they're just immortal.
They're just alive.
I went to, like, somebody's laughing upstairs.
Someone thinks something's hilarious.
I thought that was funny. I went to, like, a great-grandfather's funeral, and, like, a great-grandma's, but I was, like, too little to remember it.
Well, and that's my point. I loved, maybe this is messed up to say, I loved losing people at a young age, because I I couldn't process it at all.
Oh, so I was like, sad. We get to go get some free lunch and, like,
and I was just like, oh, I miss my Mima. Like, do you know what I mean? It was, like, nothing. But then it's very strange. Tell me if anybody else has this similar experience. Because it was very strange being an adult and being like, oh, I have to mourn these people all over again because I didn't as a child, because I didn't know what that meant.
And now,
and it's hard because now you don't even have that closure.
Yeah, and in retrospect, you're kind of like, man, you know?
Yes, no, exactly. I'm like, oh, well, I would have done this. I would have done this. Like, you know, whatever. Yeah. And I can't even imagine people losing, like, parents at, like, a young age. Like, I truly can't. Because you can't process it. You can't. Like, even if you understand death as, like, a child or 10, 12, like,
maybe
whatever.
We should just pivot and this is about death. I think that'd be too much for me.
Welcome. This is a show about death.
Oh, yeah. Beetlejuice breath?
Yeah,
it was really nice, honestly, because he was 94.
Is that side of the family also Catholic?
No, actually, I think they were Lutheran. Okay. Because they had a pastor, and he was wearing, like, the little thing, and he was like, my wife, and I was like...
You said, excuse me.
And then I looked at the back of not the playbill.
The playbill.
The bulletin, the playbill, and it was like, brought to you by a Lutheran church. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay. Because Lutherans, like, follow a lot of the same traditions.
Right, I was like, they cannot get married.
But Lutherans can.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Catholics just can't. But it was really nice.
I mean, Catholics can get married. I don't want to take...
My fiance's Catholic.
It's a hot take, yeah, no.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Did you just do it?
No, I literally knew you were going to say something about it, and I just put my arm here. First podcast tooting.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice. It was, like, slightly awkward when we first got there because we thought it started at 10 and it didn't start till 11:30. So.
Oh, well, that's less awkward than mine. We thought it started at 10 and we thought it started at 10:30 and it started at 10 and we got there at 10:30. We, like, fully, like, missed, like, the prayer.
Oh.
my partner is Catholic, and his side of the family is very Catholic, so
Yeah.
it is extremely Catholic.
I'm curious as to what a Catholic funeral is. Well, the only
Did you guys go to a church?
No, it was at a funeral home.
And that was it? You didn't, that was like the ceremony?
I think that they might have, they were talking something about a service, so I'm sure that they had like
They had another one.
a service
Okay.
earlier on.
Okay.
But then at the end of it, he was like, if you want to, everybody pay your last respects. And like, we kind of sat in the back because we're the extended family.
Totally, I feel that. Me too.
Even like, Xander only met this man like twice,
Yes.
you know? Like, it's his great uncle.
Right. Dude, mine was his great aunt. So
yeah,
weird.
it's like nice.
So random.
Yeah. So we were like the first ones who had to go pay respects, and I was like,
Oh, really?
I was like,
What did you do? Did you, like, go with him? I did not, because...
I did because he was like, and I was like,
Okay, work.
we're going.
Well, whenever we walked in, because we were late, we missed the prayer. Well, first of all, hot take is that I was gonna say I don't respect, but this is just my opinion. I don't like an open casket. Don't do it.
I want an open casket
hate
for my,
it.
look at my dead body.
I hate it.
I get it, because I, like, if I died tomorrow, like, I don't want you to remember me how I look dead. I want you to remember me how I look now.
No, and truly, I think any time that you ever see a dead person, like, it's a burnt memory in your brain.
Yeah.
It's like those wood burning videos.
I told you, there was a girl in
What?
my middle school.
Uh-huh.
This is sad. Her father passed away. But she posted a picture of his body on Instagram.
You told me this. You told me this.
And I was like scrolling through. I was like, do I like the picture? Do I comment something? But it was like, and her caption was like, "Rip Dad." I was like,
not Rip Dad.
I was like, what do I say? I don't know. Like, I feel like that's not how I would want to remember a family member, and it's not how I want to be remembered.
God, no.
He was cremated at this funeral, so it's just like his little box.
See, okay, let's
You
get
wanna
into
be
that.
cremated?
Let's get into that in a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Pin.
That's what we do.
Yeah, if you hear
How
pin,
long have we been doing this?
it's us. I don't actually know.
And then, like, we didn't look at what time we started.
That's okay. We're just talking.
We're just talking.
Yeah, if we need to cut anything out, we'll cut it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't have an open casket. So first of all, we like walked in late.
Rules for your
obviously. And the issue was that, like, whenever you go in, I guess it's similar to like Catholic church. Like when you go in, you have to like kneel and whatever, and like pay your respect and do the cross thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is called.
The first time I went with Xander, he didn't tell me that, and like I was in front of him, so I just like sat down, and then he like kneels. I was like,
No. You don't do it. You don't do it unless you're saved in the Catholic Church. For ref.
I'm saved in every church.
Well, I'm saying it's just like you have to go through. This is something I've learned recently.
Oh yeah.
You have to go through stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And you're also like not even supposed to take communion. I don't.
You aren't supposed to.
No, I don't. But anyways, so we walk in late, and he like goes out, and first of all, there's a dead body, so I'm like, and then he like there's like a little kneeling thing in front of the casket where they like kneel and they like say their little goodbyes or prayer or whatever. And so then we just go to the back, and it was like so awkward.
Everybody looked.
Oh no, it was just like extremely awkward that like just like the funeral, because I knew no one. I literally had met like
I knew no one either.
5 of them like once.
Yeah.
It was not the vibes. But hot take, don't have an open casket at your funeral.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
appreciate it. Thanks.
I never really thought about what I wanted to have happen.
Oh, I want to be burnt. I want to be burnt up.
Alright, you mean cremated? That's what Xander wants, and he's like, I want to get those little boxes, and we'll be right next to each other. And I said,
I want to
honey,
be burnt up.
we just need one box, and you can mix us up together.
Oh, I'll mix you guys.
Thank you. He was like, that's weird. I was like, you don't want to be cuddling in death?
Dude, bold of me to think that I'm dying after you.
Bold of you to think I won't outlive you.
Hilarious, actually. Yeah. Okay, do you want to do a Who's Mom?
Yeah.
Let's try and think of a good quote, because it's mostly going to be a game for you guys. So this is...
Or like a story. Who's Mom? Cute.
What's your tea? I'm kind of leaning back now. I'm kind of vibing. My like back hurts already.
I know. We should get little like seats.
Have you ever seen those seats that people take
stadium
to?
Seats.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like flip out and they have a little back to them. Yeah, honestly, lean in. It's kind of nice.
I'm trying not to slouch
I know,
too.
me too.
I'm like,
I don't want to look like a little hunchback. What were we just talking about?
Whose mother?
Who's mom?
Whose mother?
Okay.
I'm like worried about this one because I can't come up with anything. And, like, I don't... my only one is, whose mom... I don't know.
Oh, but I guess if one person says it, they'd know.
Not necessarily. Whose mom bought us this blanket?
Oh, whose mom bought us this blanket?
And
Work.
Didn't give it to us until...
A year later.
A full year
well,
after.
that's kind of on me, but...
It was from last Christmas.
Okay.
Well, your mom.
My mom.
Your
It's
mom.
It's
Okay.
My mom. Let me give a good little quote from one of our mubbies, okay?
Oh, it honestly could be either, because you're, like, tight with my mom.
I am. Chuck... Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
We just breezed over our whole, like,
our
friendship.
whole life.
Yeah.
Let's go back in that. We'll put a pin in whose mom really quick.
Yeah. So, in Texas...
Long story short.
There was, like, a frozen tundra that happened in Texas.
Yeah,
It's not
awful.
equipped.
No. So, long story short, my apartment neighbor who lived above me, like, had his sinks dripping or whatever. We were told, you know, by our apartment complexes to do so. And he, like, left for winter break or whatever. And he, I guess, had a flood of some sort. And so my ceiling caved in. So my house was flooded with at least, like, 2-ish feet of water, and still dripping, girl. It was awful. And I didn't have a ceiling.
Yeah.
And so the apartment wasn't going to be fixed for a few months, and they were like, oh, well, we can give you a new one, but, you know, it's not open for, you know, a month or two or whatever. So the arms extend from the McGee household to take me in. And so then, including us being best friends and going to school together, I then started living with Chuck.
A family member.
And yeah, and
Sibling.
so now truly we are family, and Chuck's family is like my second family. Love them so much. What happened after that? We moved here. We moved here.
And then we moved here. We graduated.
We had our little Remy rat.
Yeah. And now
our little apartment.
Here.
And then we both moved out of the apartment in with our partners. And that has been a trip. We could get into so much about that.
But just talk trash?
Not trash, necessarily. But
the apartment hunting.
Trials and tribulations.
Do you want to do that right now, or you want to save that for another day?
Yeah, we could save it.
Save it.
I'm not feeling called.
Yeah, it's not that... I'm not feeling called for that.
Not feeling called for that.
I feel like we should move on to, like... We didn't have a game or a challenge.
We don't have a game or a challenge.
But we talked a lot.
Sorry.
I wonder how long this has been.
Probably, I'm guessing like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't. I feel like maybe it hasn't been that
I didn't look what time we started.
I know we started.
It's like almost. It's noon. We should maybe wrap up.
We're gonna wrap
Yeah, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I'm also hungry.
Okay, we can do fashion graveyard real quick.
Ooh, fashion graveyard. Okay, so this is one of our segments that
Trends should go to die.
Trends that should die.
Yeah.
We hate. So, what's your fashion graveyard this week, doll?
My fashion graveyard is, oh my gosh, you might have been in high school, but do you remember in middle school, it was like a thing to just like dye blonde one streak of your hair. Just right here.
But worse, do you remember when it was like, oh, let's like put like...
Kool-Aid.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, did you ever do it?
Yes. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. But I
did try. It didn't show up. Look at my hair. You think that would show up?
You didn't dye it. You didn't bleach it before.
No.
Okay. I had a friend that had like the most beautiful like lily white hair, like naturally, like she was a real blonde, and she Kool-Aid dyed the like bottom section of her hair. Also hate that trend. No offense. I hate that trend.
What, the under?
The underside, like, only hate.
I only like it if you're, like, a hairstylist or a tattoo
If you're,
artist.
like, really, really giving, work.
And it's, like,
but
if it's, like, a rainbow situation, I'm, like, kind of into it.
It has to give, and if it's not giving, then, like, you know that it's not giving.
You know. Hey, you know.
But Kool-Aid hair dye, awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was very bad.
Yeah, it was not good. Although, I feel like we should bring back the random blonde streak. I said it should die, but I kind of want it back.
I do. In the same way that low-rise jeans are back, I want that to be back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually wish low-rise jeans would go dye, not because I don't want to look at them, but because I
don't like to wear them.
I don't like to wear them.
I hear you. I do love to wear them.
You look great.
But I don't think that I look that great.
You look so good in a low-rise. Eden, I can't do a low-rise because that's like like.
But that's the stuff I just like want to hide.
That's the stuff I want to hide. That's why I won't wear it. I'm scared.
Ooh, hot take. I genuinely think that the high-rise came back into style. Obviously, it had been in style in years past, 40s, with trousers.
I'm wearing high-rise right now. You can't really see.
I'm trying to think of like 70s with like a bell bottom. But I think it came back because skinny culture was eating us alive.
Yeah, we're like, we need something.
We're like, we need anything. Like,
something that's like,
put
it on the small of my waist so you don't notice these hips.
I don't want you to see, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is
I like a high rise. I feel like everybody looks good in it.
I love a high rise and I love a low rise, and I honestly think that if you feel good in one of them, wear it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody I see wear low rise looks really good in it. I think it's just my own self-image.
I think you do have to be, like, in your moment to feel like you can pull it off.
Yeah, you have to, like,
and I'm, like, almost never in my moment.
I'm not.
Especially recently. We're not in our moment.
I felt my moment today a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, work. You're giving.
Yeah. Yesterday I was really feeling my moment. I was like, I'm so pretty.
Oh, work.
Yeah.
I have not been feeling my moment for, like, the past week. So that's just me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Also, for reference, we didn't acknowledge this. This is a pro-vaping podcast. So grab your vape.
No, it's not.
If you have one, hit it along with
grab
me.
your vape. I'm not pro-vape, but that's okay. I'm pro-Eden.
I'm not either. I'm not pro-vape.
You're just addicted.
I think that we're going to move on. Technical difficulties.
I can't keep myself from playing.
Oh, I keep wanting to touch it too.
I've been hitting buttons.
So this is gonna be our last segment, and we're gonna end every app. Thank you. I was like, what is this called? Every app. With a little bit of musical improv. That was giving.
Really good.
Wow.
And that right there was
our musical improv. They're gonna hate that.
No,
I'm so sorry if you had to
good.
listen to that. Headphone users, beware.
We're talented.
Okay.
Do you have goldfish?
I do.
I just want to.
I do have flavor blasted.
Oh my gosh, I want to get flavor blasted.
Me too. Okay, so let's do a little.
I'll hold your mic.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say let's do a little switch.
Your mic that's really doing. These are not props.
These aren't props, and they are plugged in.
They're obviously. I don't know where the end of it is. It's plugged in. I don't know what you mean. It just looks more professional with the mics.
It does, and I promise we will.
Eventually, we're gonna figure out.
I'm
just not technically savvy.
Not me leaning into the mic to say that.
Who is stomping?
Who's stamping? Oh, I couldn't hear me.
It stopped. Sorry.
Okay.
Who is stomping around?
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I have roommates. I'm sorry if you guys hear some crazy shit because we're in the basement.
They're good guys though.
They're great guys. Love them. So what is?
Oh, the theme.
The theme.
We talked a lot about death. I'm like, I don't know if we should sing about death.
Let's talk about childhood and death. Childhood plus death.
Childhood plus death.
Plus death.
I think that might have been offensive. I have a list. I can make fun of myself.
You can, and I honestly accidentally just had one. So I accidentally have a list a lot.
I think it's like an ADHD thing. Your brain works faster than your mouth does.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, go for it.
I like that. Yes. Okay.
Oh, it's Halloween season. Do something spooky.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm feeling more comfy now. I'm like, we could do this.
Oh yeah, no, this is fun.
It's our first time doing this. We're nervous. You're nervous your first time too. This is not spooky. This is Talk It Up.
I know. I learned some new chords last night, so now I'm like, I want to use them.
Talk it up, what I came here for.
Oh, I learned a really spooky chord the other day. Hold on.
Spooky? I'm scared. Oh, that is so spooky.
But it's kind of pretty.
Just pick some chords. It doesn't have to be spooky.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do the Talk It Up chords.
Is it giving or no?
I like it. Commit.
Oh yeah. Okay. We're committing.
Tax fraud.
but oh my god, I'm so.
Do you think if
not
we end
on
up?
social media.
Do you think if we end up making revenue off of this podcast, you have to like tax it? How does that work?
I don't know, but we'll learn. Okay.
My father-in-law is an accountant.
Ooh, let's do it how we did in improv class. Let's make up a chorus
A
first.
title, too.
Oh yeah, let's do a title first. We're cutting all of this. What's the
You don't have to.
vibes?
You can leave it.
What's the vibes?
Be iconic. Let's just come up with a theme song for us.
Okay.
Like if we were a TV show.
Okay.
Those chords work perfect.
Everywhere you look. Don't copyright us. Okay.
Stage right. Met in the rodeo, Texas, and now we're living in the city of New York. No, we're not, but that's okay.
It's not giving. I don't know what to do.
Let's just end it. This is
Let's end it
over.
all.
I quit.
I'm finished. I'm so
Quit, I
hungry.
quit. Let's think about snacks.
Okay.
Snacks.
Let's. Okay.
Okay. Oh, the life of a goldfish.
Alright, let's think about a chorus first. Alright, ready?
Snacks, snacks. Snacks, snacks. Woo!
They are so good.
Love it.
Let's sing it together.
Snacks, snacks. Snacks, snacks.
They are so good.
Sometimes when I'm hungry, I grab a bag of chips.
Times when I'm famished, I like to grab a dish.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but hey,
Anyway.
snacks, 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 snacks.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Snacks, 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 snacks. They are so good. Yes. When I was a little kid.
That was too much.
Give it to me.
I loved eating snacks.
I like the little Oreo snackable things where you dip the Oreo cookie in the cream. I love when
I had an idea and I just lose it really quickly. I love when that happens.
snacks, 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 snacks.
They are so good.
That was fine.
That was the absolute worst.
Yeah, we've
musical
never been
improv.
that bad.
Guys, we're really good at
really
musical
good.
improv.
We're gonna have some chips.
We'll have some hitters.
It'll be better.
Later, I promise.
Yeah.
We're just hungry. That's what we're saying about snacks.
And signing off, I'm Chuck,
I'm also Chuck.
and this is
Two Chucks. Thanks for watching.